with this great 2-in-1 food saver. Coming up right after our break, this is the food preservation system with the accessory kit, 5 easy payments on your credit card, and an amazing pack-up, most versatile, most fully featured. It's all coming your way on this Sunday night primetime edition of In the Kitchen with David. Don't go away. Well, it's time for another hot pick. I'm back indoors, and we've got something now that is going to really change the way you are saving food and keeping it fresher longer. Jen Muller, come in here. Let's show 2 different ways with one machine to preserve this block of cheese. One, pull out that little food-saving attachment that is tethered to the machine by its air hose. With these special bags, which we include, now your deli cheese is preserved in only seconds, and you can open that and close it and preserve it over and over again. But let's say you buy cheese when it's on sale. You've got blocks of cheese and you'd like to keep more of that cheese fresher longer. You can also food save it the traditional way. That's why I like to call this one the 2-in-1 or the twofer. You're getting both ways to work with your food saver in one fantastic machine. But I will tell you, this machine has only been on QVC one time before. When it was on one time before with Jan and I, it sold out completely, and that was back in June. We've got it back in stock tonight. Not a lot of these to go around again, only in one color, stainless steel. Jan, you were telling me that this is the newest design of Food Saver, the most advanced electronics, the most versatile, and it even includes a 5-year limited manufacturer's warranty.
First time ever for a Food Saver product.
But we're also including everything but the kitchen sink here.
Yes.
Check it out.
Well, first of all, you're going to get the machine, which has both the handheld unit, so you can do all of your short term that we're going to show you with the bags, that like I just did with sliced cheese, and that goes right back in here. And then, of course, you're able to do all of the long term down here, plus you can do all of the accessories, the marinator, and we're going to give you the canisters that go with it. So we give you a complete assortment of bags. You're going to get our pre-cut bags for long term storage, 3 of those 1 quart, 2 of the gallon, plus you're going to get an 11-inch wide by 10-foot long roll that fits right here in the roll storage compartment, so you can cut the roll any size that you want.
Okay.
Get that too, okay? So that's long-term storage. But if you want to do short-term storage, like for your cheese and your lettuce and your deli meats, you know, most people throw about half of their deli meats because they go bad so fast.
Right.
You put it here in the Fresh Saver Food Saver bag. We're going to give you 6 of the 1 quart, 5 of the gallon. We're also going to include the quick marinator that marinates a 12-hour marinade in 10 minutes because of the pulse action.
Wow.
We're going to give you the snack and sandwich container that vacuum packs all of your, like your chicken wings, which I'll show you today.
Correct.
We're going to give you the wide jar sealer. This is a great attachment. It was the first attachment ever made for the Food Saver in 1986. That allows you to vacuum pack any wide mouth mason or ball jar. We're also going to give you our bottle stopper that allows you to vacuum pack wine and olive oil, so you can extend the life of that as well.
Okay. Now, let's also remind you that this value story is tremendous. Look at the left-hand side of your screen here, Jan. We're going to talk to you about the fact that if you went out to retail to buy the 2-in-1 food system, the quick marinade container, the wide mouth jar sealer, the wine stopper, and the sandwich snack container, you could pay $242 for this same pack-up. We've got it tonight, and only while it lasts, and for only the second time ever on air, because it sold out the first time, at $169.98 and 5 payments on your credit card of only $34. Let's take a look in the freezer, because here at the end of summer, we've been to our farmers markets over and over again. We're getting all that bumper crop here at the end of the summer.
Yep.
How do you store it in your freezer?
Well, here's the problem. Most people have a freezer, which is a really good idea for long-term storage. We all know that if you freeze something, it'll last longer. The problem is that with food, there's moisture inside of it. So as soon as you put it in your freezer, the cold of the freezer starts to pull the moisture out of the food, and that's why these crystals form on all of the food. This is broccoli. That's called freezer burn. It destroys the color, the flavor. It takes the weight out of it. It's just no good to eat anymore. It's like eating a snowball. Over here, I took the broccoli and I vacuum packed it. So now I can keep this broccoli fresh, frozen for a year, rather than throwing it away like I've done here. No matter what you put in here, strawberries, for example. Strawberries put in a regular freezer type bag, strawberries vacuum packed with your Foodsaver. So that's the power that the Foodsaver gives you. It allows you to store the food that's already in your freezer and actually eat it later.
It's great.
Okay, so here's how it works. Here's another freezer bag example. That's steak. And you know, there's a lot of freezer bags out there, but if there's air in the bag, it starts to get freezer burn. You can see how discolored that steak is. All you need to do is to take your steak when you bring it home and you want to store it, put it in the bag, slide the bag into the machine, and you'll hear it catch, and it'll start the motor. It activates the pump, it pulls all of the air out of the bag. Bags are specially designed with channels on one side, smooth on the other. It's got a built-in air barrier, so once we take all of the air out and we seal it, and that's a hermetic seal, which means you can't open that seal unless you cut it open.
Right.
That will stay vacuum packed until you open it. If you put that steak in the freezer, David, believe it or not, Foodsaver says that steak will remain fresh, frozen, no freezer burn for 3 years.
Wow.
3 years, which means you don't have to worry about your food going bad in the freezer, and that's why we invented this machine.
Now, you get a great buy on steaks, you buy a big family pack, how are you going to keep them fresh and for a day, a month, much less 3 years? This machine is how you're going to do that.
Yeah, we have a buying in bulk, which actually shows you how much you can save by shopping at the store. Take a look at this.
Now, take a look here. If a family of 4, on average, is spending about $163 a week at the grocery store, if that same family were buying at a warehouse club, or as Jan and I have been talking about, buying when food is on sale in the value packs, in 1 week's time, Jan, you've saved $70.
Yeah.
In a month's time, and hold on this graphic for a moment, guys, in a month's time, $281. But what if at the end of a year, someone came up to you and handed your family a check for $3,376. Would that be meaningful to you? But let's back up to that month for a moment. Let's just look at a 31 day time period.
Yes.
If you could have an extra $281 in your household budget, would that be meaningful to you? Would that be something you could use? Would that be money you'd put against the kids' college fund? Mm-hmm. Would you pay a little bit more than the minimum on the credit card this month? Would that be the extra car payment this month? Mm-hmm. There is real money to be saved if you buy smart and you save smart.
Exactly.
And that's where Foodsaver comes in. We only have 1,100 of these to go around. It's only the second time it's ever been on the air, sold out completely the first time around. Here we go.
So I want to actually take what David just said about that being meaningful, to save $280 a month on your food bill, or over $3,300 a year. We've been selling Foodsaver for 24 years on QVC.
Right.
We sold over 1 million of them just here on QVC.
This is also true.
So every single one of those folks have had the opportunity to save that kind of money every year. Mm-hmm. That's $81,000.
Unbelievable.
That's $81,000. They bought the same amount of food. They ate all of the food. They just bought it for less.
Yep.
That's what the Foodsaver gives you. Now, I just showed you how to do long-term storage with the steak, right? But we also give you our zipper type bags. These are the ones that you can open and get into over and over again. But we designed them with the zipper closure, but we also designed them that you can vacuum pack out the air so you can extend it. And I would bet, as I said before, that most people throw away half of their lunch meat. So if all you did was use this particular part of the machine for saving your luncheon meat, keep it from going bad. Look at it. In 5 seconds, you've taken all of it out. And now that's vacuum packed. Vacuum pack your bacon, it keeps it from going rancid.
You go into the store and they've got buy one, get one free in bacon. How are you going to keep that fresh?
Right.
Yeah, exactly. So this is the time and the way to do it.
Do things like lettuce, because you can control how much air you take.
Can I tell you
out
why
of it.
this is important? Typically, when you buy heads of romaine, you get 3 big ones in the bag.
Yes.
You're making salad for a family of 4 to 6. You're only going to need 2 of those heads.
Right.
What are you going to do with the third one? You're going to leave it in the crisper until it turns brown and gummy, and then you're going to throw it out? Or you're going to put it in your Foodsaver and have salad another day?
You know, I've always called the crisper drawer the limper drawer.
Yeah.
Nothing stays crisp in there.
The limper goo drawer. You know how all of
exactly.
it turns into gooey, yucky, smelly mess?
Okay, we're also giving you the canister for marinating. It's simple to do because all you do is take this out. That pops off, and now you've turned this into a machine that will actually marinate perfectly for you.
Question for you.
Yes.
When you use an air pump on a container like this with meat inside and a liquid, how does the liquid get into the meat?
Because of the power of the vacuum that the Foodsaver gives you, it actually pulls the pores of the meat apart microscopically. It allows the marinade to seep in, and then when it shuts off, all the marinade stays inside.
And it traps it inside. That way you get flavor in every bite.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
Vacuum packed.
You know what we call that? The sound of freshness.
Can I show you something really quick?
Please, please.
Okay. This is the wide jar sealer. It's my favorite Foodsaver accessory. This is a regular ball or mason jar. You take a regular ball or mason lid. This is not canning. So what you can do is you can actually take your salads, vacuum pack them, put the dressing in there, and then when you're ready to have salad, take this to work or to school. You could put your, around the holidays, you could put your cookie recipes in here and give them as a gift.
Nice,
or
yeah.
cocoa recipes, okay? So here's how you do it. You take this, put it right on top. Take this out, put it right here, and I'm gonna do accessory. Now, a lot of people wonder, what's the point of taking the air out? Well, you remember I took the air out of the bag for the steak? I'm doing exactly the same thing with the marshmallows, and you can tell that the machine's pulling out the air. Why? Because the marshmallows are expanding.
They're getting bigger.
They're getting bigger. So they're taking up the space.
Don't cross the streams! Anybody? It's TV night. Well, it's movie.
So
that's
is that
movie
cool?
night.
All right. So that is what we've done. We've vacuum packed it. So this is vacuum packed. The coffee is vacuum packed. It's good for up to a year. You can vacuum pack the nuts. It's good for up to 2 years. So no matter what you want to do. So when you want to get back inside, and this is reusable, it's not canning, so you can use this over and over again. Now watch. Comes right back.
Back to normal. Okay. That's great.
So that's why I just love this particular Foodsaver and also everything that comes with it, because you get that, you get the bottle stoppers for doing your wine and your oil.
Let me remind you, the value story here is tremendous. Look at the left-hand side of your screen, and you'll realize that if you put all of these components together, every single piece that we're including in this pack-up tonight, you could pay $242 at retail for this, Jan. We've got it tonight at $169.98 and 5 easy payments on your credit card. This has been on the air one time and one time only back in June, sold out completely, very popular again tonight. Let's take a look at buying food when it's on sale, realizing that the food we're about to show you and the prices we're indicating are indicative of our local grocery stores here in Pennsylvania.
Okay, so the stores now are selling everything in bulk. So this one is $2.99 a pound. Right next to it is the big pack for $1.99. You save 33% just on that one purchase. Vacuum packed, it's good for 2 years vacuum packed.
Okay.
Burgers, $6.69 a pound or $3.89 a pound. Everybody knows that $3.89 is less. It's 40% less. Vacuum pack them, they'll last for a year. Here's some more salad ideas that I did. Vacuum packing your cereal, white rice, chopped nuts, rubs, pecans, raisins. No matter what you want to do, you can put it in glass, vacuum pack it, use your Foodsaver over and over to stop throwing away your food.
And all of what you need is right here in this box. Everything coming together for you, delivered straight to your door. 800 of these are all I have left to go around. Don't miss this. Mr. Muller, thank you for being here tonight, buddy.
Good to see you,
It's
brother.
always good to have you back.
You bet.
Hey, stay on the line for this. We'll get you all squared away. And in only about 10 minutes, I believe, we're going to be talking about the set of 2 cookbooks. And boy, are these already popular. 750 of these sets are already gone. You're getting Lazy Cakes cookie